Alright, it is time for another video. It is day 102 maybe? 102 or 101. I was gonna make a video on day 100, but I had the flu and I just feeling like shit, so I wanted to make a video or anything. I guess a quick update, like most videos, or I'll do like a quick recap, I guess, real quick, so everybody that is the first video they're watching kind of knows my history. My history with benzos is in 2011, I took Xanax as needed, doctor prescribed, just for some anxiety. I think I was drinking a lot at the time, maybe, and I was just having some body anxiety, mind anxiety, kind of racing. So I took 0.5 milligrams Xanax as needed. Within the next year or so, I was taking it more and more, and I kept getting worse panic attacks, stuff that I've never felt before. And then eventually, taking the Xanax didn't really do anything. And I started taking it twice a day, so I was taking 1 milligram a day total. And I was having fucked up symptoms. I wasn't really eating a lot because I thought maybe it was my diet, so I lost a lot of weight. I was down to like 110. Eventually, I lost my house, lost my job, lost all this bullshit, blah blah blah. I started living with my mom. She helped me out. I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was going to kill myself. But eventually, I found out it was interdose withdrawals from benzos. So I stabilized on Valium at 20 milligrams, and I tapered off. It took me a couple years maybe, and then when I got off, I had panic attacks, so I got back on for like a year, and then I cold turkeyed that at 2 milligram Valium, and then I was clean for 2 years, and I got my life back, got a job, got a girl, I had a kid, like everything was good. I mean, I had brain fog and like shit like that, but I didn't have the crazy anxiety no more. I mean, I was able to work, go to the gym every day, hang out with friends. Like, I had pretty much had my life back for the most part. And then, but I was drinking occasionally. And when I drank, I would just feel like shit for a few days, and that was about it. I would have weird symptoms throughout this whole time, but I didn't really know what it was. And anyways, eventually, after like 15, 20 times of drinking, I drank a few months ago, which was 2 years clean, and I had a bad panic attack like 5 days after drinking, and I slipped and I took a fucking Valium, unfortunately, and then I kept getting the panic attacks, and I took a Valium for maybe 2 weeks, and I took maybe 10 pills, and I ended at like 10 milligrams of Valium, so 2 weeks of use after 2 years clean. And then I stopped that cold turkey, and then it was been fucked up ever since. The first few weeks off, I was able to go to work, and I would still have some panic attacks and shit like that, but nothing too crazy. But after that 3 weeks or so, things got really bad. I started getting bad body pain, like it felt like I had a flu, like fucking crazy eye, ear, head, like bad panic attacks. I wasn't sleeping really. I'd get like 2 hours of sleep at night. I'd wake up with panic attacks. I ran to the ER maybe like 20, 30 times. They told me to stop coming back. I thought I was dying. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't eat. I started losing a lot of weight. I lost like 30 pounds. I'm still like super skinny compared to how I was. I'm down to like 130 right now. I was like 160. Anyways, yeah, things just kept getting worse and worse and worse. All these crazy symptoms, like muscle twitches, like crazy body pain, seeing stuff in my vision, hearing stuff, pain, excruciating pain all over my body. Like, my muscles were like tensing up, like really, really bad. Like, it just felt like someone was pouring salt and acid like in my blood, and like everything was just like, it's so uncomfortable. I mean, uncomfortable is just an understatement, because it's excruciating pain nonstop. It doesn't fucking stop. And I think the thing of it maybe is like the mental aspect, where you feel like you're not in your body. You feel like nothing's real. Like, I had crazy symptoms of like thinking I was gonna float off the earth, or like I felt like I was floating out of my body, like when I was just laying down, or I would be like moving or walking, and it's like I couldn't feel my legs, or it felt like I didn't have any legs at all, and or like I'd be moving my hand and it felt like I had no arm, and like just crazy shit like that, like just all kinds of crazy mental stuff, like literally think you're going crazy. So since then, things have slowly, progressively gotten better. So I don't run to the ER like every other night. I'm starting to sleep a little more. Last night I slept 7 hours straight. I woke up at like 6:30 this morning. Night before that I slept 8 hours straight. So I'm hoping that continues and my sleep keeps getting better, things keep getting better. I mean, I'm still not close to well. I mean, I haven't made a video in a while because I've been in kind of a bad wave and been feeling really shitty. Just my symptoms, I've been having bad body pain and that kind of tensing, and it's hard to just sit still. And I've also been having some anxiety and hyperreality. And the hyperreality to me is like, it's almost like everything seems too clear, and you almost feel you can like sense everything around you. It feels too real, but at the same time you're kind of out of it. So it's like, it's a hard symptom to deal with. So it's that mainly, the anxiety, and then the body pain and sick or whatever. And also I've had the flu, so that just made it even worse. Today has been a little bit better. That's why I decided to make a video today, where I mean, I was able to go to the store, get a haircut, and I went to work for a little bit. I've kind of been working from home just to help, because I have to pay the bills and I can't live off how I was before. So other than that, I mean, I kind of just want to go over how I feel now. And now it's just, all day I've had this, I feel it all over. Like everything just feels kind of, I don't want to say it's like I'm being electrocuted, but it's like, it's just like somebody poured like salt all over my nerves and they are kind of burning, but it's not burning. It's almost like they're like tensing up. Like occasionally my hand will like tense up like this, like the nerves and the muscles tense. It feels like that, like all over. It's just like, it's very, very uncomfortable. I notice it all the time. It's harder to distract from it. The other thing is in my head. It feels like my eyes are like wide open, and it feels like there's a screaming in my head. It just feels like it's just on. Like it's crazy. It's I can't, it's like you can't relax because everything is just on, and I can't think, I can't focus completely. Like I'm still detached from reality a little bit, and it's really hard with the racing too, because it's almost like your brain slowed down and it's racing at the same time. But the screaming in the head or whatever it's really fucking with me. I don't like that one at all, and I feel really detached, and I'm trying to find the best way to phrase all of this, I guess, and put it into the words that are easily for people to kind of empathize, I guess, a little bit, or understand for those that haven't experienced it. I mean, it just feels like your nerves are just raw and everything hurts. I feel very just sensitive to everything around me, like lights. I feel sensitive to little pains in my body. I've been having really bad stomach pains too, like very, very bad, sharp pains that stay for days and days. I've been having bad bladder pains. I've had blood in my urine. I've had all kinds of fucking horrible pain. It's crazy to me that this little pill can cause so much pain. Like, you'd think it would just be like a mental thing or whatever, but no, it's your whole body. It's mental, it's physical. I mean, it fucks up your stomach, it messes with your eyes, like your taste, your everything. It's crazy. You literally think you're losing your mind. Like, I feel legit crazy. And I know I'm not insane because I've kind of experienced the benzo withdrawal before, the first time, and the interdose withdrawals. So I kind of get it a little bit that, hey, it's withdrawal. But the fact that I've been in it for 3 months, it's really hard to think that you get better or that it goes back to normal. Because normally before I could just take a benzo and like you get that warm blanket just like put over your nerves and you just feel like normal again. And like I can't do that now. There is no warm blanket. Like it's you have to suffer until it gets better, and it takes a long time, it seems. I mean, I'm over 100 days now and I still have to deal with this. And there's people that suffer for, I mean, years or whatever, and everybody's symptoms are a little bit different. So I mean, I'm not trying to say that mine are easy or mine are hard or harder than anybody else's, but it sucks for everybody that has to deal with it. And I mean, I've kind of talked about that before, and I went into the whole spiel about how doctors shouldn't be giving this shit out or whatever, but I mean, I'm mainly putting this stuff out there now to just track my symptoms and kind of help other people in a way, because it helped me a lot to see other people's videos when I was going through it, just to know that I'm not crazy and to know that I'm not dying, and that it gets better. I guess you have to know that when you're in the queue and when you're really suffering. So I guess that's for those kind of people. And I've had a lot of people contact me through this that find my YouTube videos, and I refer them to the Facebook groups for the benzodiazepine recovery. That's the group name. And I encourage anybody that's going through this to join the Facebook groups. I mean, they helped me a lot when I first started going through this. And if it wasn't for them, I mean, who knows, I probably would have taken the Valium again and just fucked myself even more. So they helped me stay off of it. They helped me understand my symptoms and everything that was happening to my body, and it helped me kind of cope with it. And I needed that a lot. Like, the support from there was amazing. Like, the people are, it was great resource to have at the time. So definitely, I mean, if your doctor's cutting you off or if you're having issues with benzos, please, I mean, join that group on Facebook, the benzodiazepine recovery. Other than that, yeah, I mean, the people that have contacted me through YouTube, I mean, I try to help and comment to as much people as I can because I know how hard it is. But I mean, I have bad days too, to where I can't reply, and I kind of just take a break from technology because I'm just so fucked up that I have to just lay in bed all day. And sometimes the pain is too much for me. Walking around stuff today, I mean, I kind of didn't notice as much, but now that I'm sitting down, like, it's starting to get to me. I mean, I can feel all my nerves are just like tensing up in pain, and it just feels like everything wants to. It's so fucking painful. That and the fucking head stuff. Like, you just can't think straight and you feel different in the head. It's weird. You don't feel like yourself anymore. And all of that, I mean, it's completely normal in benzos. I mean, I keep thinking crazy shit, like I have Lyme disease. I keep thinking I have yeast that's like eating my brain. I keep thinking I have parasites fucking wiggling around all over my body and like eating my brain. Like, I keep thinking I have all these crazy deadly diseases, or like some disease that nobody else has, and that's why the doctors can't find it. I mean, like I said, I've been in the ER 20, 30 times. I've had stool tests, I've had blood tests, I've had saliva tests for cortisol, I've had organic acids test. I had a fucking camera go up my pee hole. That was today, and that was fucking painful. I mean, they never find anything because there's nothing wrong. It's fucking withdrawal. And the withdrawal isn't going to kill you. I mean, it sucks dick, but we have to stick through it and suffer. Unfortunately, just do your best you can to distract. I mean, I try to play video games and watch movies and stuff, but sometimes all I can do is sit and stare at my phone. Part of the other stuff I don't talk too much about is the existential crisis and the kind of ego death. The existential crisis just being that you kind of question existence, and you question even being human, and even looking in the mirror feels weird because you're like, I mean, what is this? Why am I me? Why am I here? I mean, what are humans? What was the Big Bang, and like, how did we come to exist? And I feel like I'm racing, and like I feel like I can feel time just racing, and I feel like I'm gonna die soon, and I feel like I can't just sit and relax and enjoy like the world around me. That's really hard to deal with, the existential crisis shit, because that kind of just, it hits me as a thought, like an intrusive thought. It kind of just hits me like every 5 to 10 minutes and it just freaks me out a little bit. And that's kind of always with me. I'm hoping that'll get easier. I don't fear death as much as I was before, but I still do. I mean, I'm still scared of dying, and I know it's inevitable, but I'm still really scared about it. And I'm hoping that's just a withdrawal symptom, because I know people are scared of death, but I shouldn't be thinking about it every day all the time. So it's probably just withdrawal. What else? I think that's it. I mean, I've been trying to talk to as many of you as I can and let you know what to do. I mean, if you need help, but I'm hoping still that this keeps getting better. I mean, I've seen progress obviously from my other videos, but I'm still struggling. I'm not trying to, I don't want people to think that it's easier right now, or it is easy right now, because it's not. It's still hard to even go outside. It's hard to talk to people. It's hard to look in the mirror still a little bit. And I still freak out about food a lot, because I keep thinking like I have stomach shit, and I keep freaking like thinking that the food is messing with me. So I haven't been eating a lot, and that's why I've lost so much weight. So I want to gain my weight back, and I'm hoping it'll help. I've been taking like omega-3s. I take niacin when I have the bad body pain and anxiety. I think it kind of helps when I flush. I've heard, if you read about niacin, there's a lot of stuff about it and withdrawals and stuff. So the omega-3 is niacin. I take vitamin C in the morning when I'm having like the energy or whatever, when I wake up from cortisol. And that's kind of all I really take. I try not to take a lot of supplements now. I mean, I've experimented with a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to cut back on most of it, or majority of it. My fiance gives me shit because she read that I'm not supposed to take supplements, and I still do anyway, so she doesn't want me doing it no more. I occasionally take a probiotic, but I still have a sensitive stomach, so sometimes they make it worse because they give me gas and it gets stuck. I've been popping Tums and stuff lately because my stomach's been so fucked up. It's very, very painful. I thought I had like an ulcer, or I thought I had a stone or something, but I had an ultrasound today and nothing. I mean, I thought it was like pancreas, but everything's good. Like, they never find anything, so aside from some crazy disease that they haven't discovered yet, I mean, I don't know what I got, so it's got to just be withdrawal. So yeah, I mean, again, thanks to everybody that watches and comments, and I mean takes the time to, I mean, look out for me or whatever. I mean, I appreciate everything that everybody does and says for me. So let me know if you guys need anything in the comments, or I mean, I help as much as I can, but don't cold turkey benzos ever. Always taper. My taper was not near as bad as cold turkey. So that's it, guys. Thank you.